Hey folks, welcome to the Android Rundown live stream debut. I'm doing a little late night just to see if we got everything working here with Twitch, you know. Gotta solve some technical issues. Playing Shuttle Scuttle by Embraceware music by Inverse Phase. Inverse Phase might be most well known for their work with doing some 9 Inch Nails, like 8-bit albums, like an actual tracks with 9 Inch Nails, like actual like 8-bit system, I suppose. Yeah, this is a game that came out a few years ago on iOS. Made its way to Mac as well, I believe. Don't know if it ever came out on PC, but yeah, it's kind of Asteroids-esque. You know, you got that you got thrusters. You can see soundtrack very NES inspired. I believe the sounds are made with an actual NES. Just from like telling like the buttons as well, like they're very much like actual NES type buttons, and you know, there's a lot of games that can use that pixel art and kind of quasi-retro style, but you know they aren't necessarily they don't necessarily adhere to any true kind of actually standard in terms of, okay, which system are you know, what's retro about you? Are you just using pixel art and chiptune, you know, or are you actually trying to adhere to a certain system standard? And that's really, I think, the difference between some artists that do this, that some actually care a lot about the actual retro aesthetic, that in terms of authenticity with what they're doing. You know, they want to make it actually seem like this is something that could be done on the NES. I don't know, you know, about the pixel art for Embraceware. It might be something that they, you know, just kind of like to go with the retro style, but you know, it does seem to be like I said, very NES inspired, at least. The buttons give away a lot of it. You know, it kind of looks like an NES game. So I don't think any NES games worked in widescreen. I think there weren't a lot of games that had that foresight. See, I'm on level 2-4, area 2-4, and I just beat the boss, the giant brain, which always reminds me of Futurama. I am an enormous brain, you know, something like that. As you see, there's a star system, but I believe a lot of it depends on how many of the little astronauts you save. You know, they're just kind of floating around. Sandra Bullock in Gravity. You know, but you can save them. I'm like, no spoilers. I can't spoil them. Go see Gravity, by the way. I don't know if it's out on Blu-ray yet, but go see it. But if you miss it in like theaters, you missed a lot. Like, just seeing that movie in theaters, I think, is a big part of it. You can also shoot the astronauts. I just tried to and couldn't. So take my word for it. Now the game, you don't necessarily have to play through it in one jump. I mean, there's definitely like individual levels. Oh, you saw me shooting astronaut there. Ah. I wish this game had gamepad support. It had arcade support on the iOS version, but it doesn't here, and this is a very recent port to Android. I was hoping that it would. I tried an HID gamepad. Didn't work, you know. I'm playing this on the WikiPad right now, and unfortunately doesn't support that. Description doesn't seem to indicate anything. You know, it is what it is. I get bonus points for saving the astronauts. Though, of course, you want to do better than I do. Try to save more of them. It's kind of like Robotron. You know, Robotron's a game that I like to see brought to like a modern aesthetic. Just you know, like in terms of like the, you know, dual-stick shooters. Just they kind of had their heyday a few years ago. You know, the modern resurgence, they're not as big now, but I would love to kind of see more of them, I guess. That would be a good way to put it. I'd love to see more, like, I think I'd see more of, like, a true Robotron game, with the saving. I think Jeff Minter kind of tried it a while back with Minotron. You know, all the Llama Soft games are always pretty retro-inspired. They're very blurry, in a good way. Now, you see that little dot sort of came out of these enemies? Avoid those, because they will drive you crazy. Literally. They will, they'll make your guy just, like, not... They'll make your ship just kind of not really, be in control. They'll just kind of thrust constantly. You know, this game's hard enough as it is when you control your thrusting. It's a lot harder when you, you can't. You think, oh, that might be a power-up. You will learn that painfully. That it's not a power. No! I should have saved that guy. Or girl, I don't know. Cow. No, non-binary. Who knows? I should have saved that astronaut. Oh, I forget. There's a little bit of a. Well, no, I think there's actually. There's always interesting because there's a delay. Using my capture card here, capture the Android footage, and the sound is always delayed a bit. There's about 3-4 seconds between what's happening on my screen and what's happening on the stream. You know what you're seeing. But I'm actually listening to the sound through the capture card now. So I guess I was was making the sound with myself. Thanks to y'all that are watching this. You know, this is our first live stream. Kind of doing it at a weird time. You know, playing the game. We really want to start doing some more of these. And there's a good chance some of y'all might be watching this after the fact. If you are, thank you. You know, definitely let us know. Probably be uploading this to YouTube. It might be where you're watching this. Feel free to leave a comment, either on YouTube or do an article on this. Leave it on the article. You know, send us a tweet. We're at Android Rundown. You know, feel free to let us know what you want to see, what you want us to do. We're gonna try and do a lot of this live streaming stuff. We'll put stuff on the site afterwards too. We'll try to feature some cool games. We'll also try to, you know, get an audience. You know, we want y'all to watch. But we're also gonna try to do more than just streaming. We're gonna stream, but we're also going to, I guess, we're gonna try to do something a little more than just. Oh, we're gonna stream occasionally, but we're also gonna try to feature some of these videos and, you know, let you watch later if you want. So we're still figuring out some of the technical stuff. You know, so pardon our dust if there's any issues. Feel free to let us know. You know, streaming, especially streaming with like a capture card, is always there's gonna be a few hiccups. You know, so hopefully, you know, if you get any problems, just let us know if there are any problems. You know, let me show you what happens. Well, this guy down here, shoot it, and I'm gonna run into it. This is what happens. You get an intruder. The music picks up, and apparently, when the intruder gets on the ship, it's, you know, it's probably forcing you to just fly constantly. It's not as simple as just taking your foot off the pedal all the time. It's not really a... Well, there we go. That's one way to get rid of the intruder, is to die. You know, that seems kind of excessive, though. Let's see if I can get at least 2 stars here. I think I've died too much to get 3 stars. Maybe... Oh, got a boss fight. That music says, "Hey, I'm a boss. I'm gonna..." Ooh, Or does it? Actually, yeah, this is the... Oh, we have the giant pink probe. Type thing. We have this ombre. The good news is I have extra lives. I don't know if this might be the most efficient way to take this thing out. Yes! But only 1 star. I only promised that I would play this game. I didn't promise I would play it all that well. Or did I? Jupiter, named after Jupiter. City in Florida. I don't think that's how it works. Oh! I'm sorry, little space person. I didn't mean to shoot you. Or did I? Ooh, is that auto fire? Yes! Watch out, little space people. Carter's coming for you. Yeah, of course I am Carter Dotson, editor of AndroidRundown.com. Here with you, playing some Shuttle Scuttle by Embraceware and music by Inverse Phase. Okay, yeah, I figured as soon as I got the auto fire that it would be death to space people. Astronauts fear me. Oh! The thing that's kind of sad about these space people is that giant brains don't necessarily kill them. I do. Death also gets rid of your auto fire. That's the painful lesson. Takes a bit of skill, I guess, to use the thrust to move around. You got left, right, and then fire and thrust. Wish the thrust was on the outside. You know, I was like having... Or no, I wish the fire was on the outside. This button is the thrust. This button is your fire button. The one on the left fires. Which was reversed. And you probably saw that. I wish this had gamepad support, had iCade support on the iOS version, but, you know. It's honest if Android doesn't have a built-in gamepad profile. Yeah, maybe it's just not a big deal for the developers. I think that's part of the problem, too, is, like... I guess... not a lot of folks care. Kind of a shame. You know, I always wish that the Xperia Play had, kind of taken off. I'd love to see, like, more devices like that, you know? And, well, I guess there was the, I guess it's the NVIDIA Shield, but, you know, the Shield, I guess, the problem with the Shield was, you know, I don't know what the problem was. The problem with the Shield was that, you know, it's a handheld device, but it's not a phone, and it's not really, like, it kind of impacts the play of, I guess touchscreen games, you know, they're very hard, and I think they added in the button mapping, which I hope comes to the WikiPad soon, and they've announced it, but, you know, you never really know when that's actually going to, wind up making its way up there. Oh, I got 2 stars on this level, I rock! I think I didn't die, and, oh, maybe the astronaut. I think it's about score, not necessarily astronauts. Huh. But yeah. I've only gotten to spend a limited amount of time with the Shield, but I'd love to... I might see about trying to pick one up, you know, if it gets to be cheaper maybe next year or so. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that one. Listen, those things are not power-ups. They should be avoided at all costs. Also, auto-fire. Seriously dangerous to astronauts. But not giant brains. Giant brains are okay. There's 32 levels in this game. You're nearing the halfway point. You know, I think a lot of the replay value might come in from trying to get the high scores, more so than, I guess, beating it. Although, you know, obviously there's a lot more to jump in through. You know. You know, 'cause you really can restart a level with, you know, 3 lives you start off with. And I died. But because I guess you can start off with as many lives as you need, or, you know, when you start off with the 3 lives, it kind of makes the levels, like, I guess, beatable in a certain way. You know, I think getting high scores, of course, would be the problem. You know, I imagine that's where some of the fun comes in. Don't know if this one necessarily has it's Google Play Game Services. I'll have to check that one out. It could be something that comes later. Even this could just be so I think this is Embraceware's first release, and I think Embraceware developer does a lot of oh no, yes! You'll see that I avoided getting possessed by the space turtles. Oh! Don't shoot the astronauts, Carter. What am I telling you? I think that's the problem. The astronauts are very much in a state of okay. Need to work to defeat them. Okay. You see, you start with, like, you know, 3 or 4 lives, and it gives you a fighting chance, you know, to beat a level. Unless the back half of the game is really hard, it could be good. Who should avoid all 4? I am the man. Macho Hombre #1. Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm the Richard Sherman of Shuttle Scuttle. Don't try to guard me, Michael Crabtree. Don't try to catch a ball on me. So, I like Michael Crabtree. I went to Texas Tech. I was there for the, I was there for the big game in Texas. They beat #1, so, you know. I guess I shouldn't be happy about not sure using Crabtree. But, you know, stupid football player comments. You know, I'm forgetting that this is, that anyone, you know, streaming this at late night US time. You know, I'm a night owl, so I tend to be up. Try to stream during the daytime for US folks, but, yeah, I mean, this is more of a you don't really know American football if you're not American. Oh! Survive that thing. Oh! I really don't want to kill astronauts. They have enough things to worry about. Like, it was the Kepler effect that was in Gravity. Like, that's an actual thing. Like, when space debris could make us earthbound for, like, ever. Like, that's a legitimate threat that, like, satellites could blow up in space and we would be not able to launch satellites or anything. Like, that's kind of a scary proposition. Like, that idea that we could be trapped on Earth. You know, it would be pretty hard to... It would change a lot of things if we didn't have satellites. Okay, this boss fight is just kind of hanging around and not dying. That's one way to tackle it. Well, looks like we're gonna cut off the stream here for now. You know, thanks for watching. watching me play Shuttle Scuttle. Of course, please follow us on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitter at Android Rundown. You can follow me at WondersHippo, and of course, check out our stuff on AndroidRundown.com. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, see you again.